Starting a premium cafe looks amazing on Instagram, but the reality is an exhausting, endless grind behind the counter. On the other hand, some founders run businesses that never appear in a social media feed, yet provide total financial and time freedom. While talent and timing matter, the structural choice of how a business acquires and retains its customers creates a massive divergence in the owner's daily schedule. The cafe owner starts every morning at zero, needing new foot traffic to survive. The boring business owner starts every month with their income already secured by recurring clients. The long-term viability of these models is measured by how often a single profit repeats without requiring a new marketing campaign to trigger it. Every new entrepreneur faces a choice on day one: build a business that prioritizes public prestige or one that prioritizes predictable cash flow. The transactional hustle requires high upfront capital for aesthetics. This often results in one-off sales that require a 100-hour workweek just to maintain momentum. This table compares the two models. The boring infrastructure path solves mundane problems through long-term B2B contracts, leading to high predictability. This chart shows retention's impact. Transactional models constantly replace lost customers, while infrastructure models compound wealth because their client base remains stable. Choosing a recession-proof system requires the willingness to trade social vanity for a more stable, albeit less glamorous, operational foundation. The first category involves B2B service contracts, such as commercial cleaning, pest control, and industrial laundry. Operations managers at hospitals and hotels prioritize reliability. They pay for the assurance that sanitation standards will be met every day, removing a major source of operational stress. These businesses have a low financial barrier to entry, but they require a heavy focus on B2B sales and the management of a blue-collar labor pool. This chart illustrates customer acquisition cost over time. As consistent service quality creates industry referrals, the cost of finding the next contract drops significantly. Unlike a retail shop waiting for customers to walk in, these founders wake up with their income already booked and legally secured by a long-term agreement. This path suits those who prefer managing operational logistics over chasing viral trends, provided they can handle the friction of managing a service team. The second category, asset and location monetization, includes vending machines, RO water ATMs, and heavy equipment rental. You deploy heavy upfront capital to purchase hardware and combine that with ruthlessly scouting premium real estate or high-demand commercial projects. The physical asset functions as an automated sales representative. It operates 24/7 without requiring a salary, taking breaks, or generating HR complaints. Success depends heavily on placement. An expensive machine in a low-traffic or low-demand area will fail to recover its costs, making this a game of real estate and logistics. In equipment rental, corporate clients pay for access to a tool they only need temporarily. This allows the asset to pay for itself and eventually generate pure recurring profit. This model allows for a disconnect between physical labor and income, but it requires significant upfront capital and a high tolerance for asset maintenance risks. The final category, digital leverage, focuses on micro SaaS, software designed to solve one specific problem for a niche industry. This involves building a tool that automates a tedious task, such as gym attendance tracking or clinic scheduling, which businesses pay for on a subscription basis. This scalability graph shows that once the software is functional, the cost to serve 10,000 users is virtually the same as serving one. While scalable, the barrier to entry is high. It requires specialized coding skills or the capital to hire expensive developers, making it difficult for the average beginner to start. B2B clients pay a monthly subscription because the software automates tasks that would otherwise take hours of manual labor, returning time to their schedule. Micro SaaS provides high profit margins and location independence, but it demands the most technical expertise of all the models discussed. Choosing the right model requires matching your current resources to the specific requirements of each business type. This decision tree maps out the first major choice, which depends on your available upfront cash reserves. If you lack cash but have time, you can leverage your labor and sales hustle by starting a B2B service contract business. If you have both capital and technical ability, building a micro SaaS allows for the highest level of digital leverage and scalability. If you have capital but no coding skills, deploying that cash into physical hardware for asset monetization is the most logical route. The most effective business for you is the one that aligns mathematically with your existing time, capital, and skill set. This highlights the core distinction between a business that relies on the owner's constant presence and one that operates as a predictable, self-sustaining asset. When evaluating an idea, look past the initial profit margin and ask how many times that profit is likely to repeat. Applying this recurring revenue filter might lead you to a business that sounds boring, but it results in a bank account that is anything but.